Have you ever felt wrong, attacked for no reason, or simply ignored by someone who should value you? Have you experienced moments when anger, pain, or someone's silence cuts deeper than any words? If so, this video is for you. Here, we'll uncover Stoic teachings that show you how to respond with wisdom, calm, and strength even when everything around you seems to conspire against your peace. Because you deserve to live without being held hostage by others' opinions and actions. You deserve to be the master of your own mind and emotions. Get ready to discover 7 powerful attitudes that will transform how you handle criticism, loss, and injustice. Let's dive into the teachings. Lesson 1. When facing unfair criticism, when unfairly criticized, most people rush to defend themselves, but not the Stoic. They pause, they observe, and they understand that unfair criticism reveals more about the other person than about themselves. Marcus Aurelius taught that you should not worry about the opinions of the ignorant. They have no power to change your essence. Truth lies in your actions, not in others' words. And if your actions are good, just, and honest, no external noise can destroy them. Those who live wisely do not rush to react because they know time reveals everything. Responding to false criticism often fuels the lie. That's why the Stoic prefers silence to silence that shouts dignity. They let their conduct be the answer, and that is the answer that stings the most. When someone attacks you unfairly, stand firm. Do not stoop to their level. Show, with serenity, that you are above their accusations. Live in such a way that even your accusers will contradict themselves. In time, those with a clear conscience do not need others' approval. Do not waste energy trying to convince those who have already decided not to listen. Your peace is worth more, your truth is stronger, and your most powerful response is to live with unwavering integrity. Time always reveals who is right. Lesson 2. Stoic silence amidst ostentation. In a world where everyone shouts to seem important, silence has become an act of rebellion. And amidst displays of wealth, it is even more powerful. When people flaunt cars, clothes, trips, and achievements to impress, the Stoic remains silent not out of pride, but wisdom. They understand that true value lies not in what you have, but in who you are. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, lived simply despite having the world at his feet. He knew material possessions are fleeting, but the soul is eternal. Ostentation is the cry of those who need to prove something. Silence is the shield of those who already know themselves. The Stoic is not impressed by empty glitter. They see beyond it. They recognize the void behind the need for display, and that is why their demeanor unsettles others. Amidst the noise of vanity, their quietness becomes a mirror reflecting the insecurity of those who show off. The Stoic silence speaks louder than 1,000 words, because true power resides in stillness. Those who crave attention put themselves on display. Those at peace simply live. And this calm, strong, centered way of being is what most unsettles those who have yet to find themselves. Lesson 3. When dealing with anger. Anger is an emotional storm that sweeps over us suddenly, but the Stoic learns not to be carried away by it. They feel it, but they do not surrender to it, because they know that acting in anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to become like your aggressor." The Stoic trains their mind to respond with logic, not impulse. They watch anger rise and make a choice. I will not be enslaved by this. Anger destabilizes. It blinds. It impoverishes the spirit. When you feed it, you lose yourself. But when you master it, you grow stronger within. The Stoic understands others may provoke, but they do not control your response. And in that choice lies true freedom. When anger strikes, breathe, step back. Observe the situation as if you were outside it. Ask yourself, is this worthy of me? Does this deserve my peace? If the answer is no, then it is not worth it. The Stoic does not avoid conflict, but they do not lose themselves in it. They act with firmness, but without losing control. They defend, but do not attack, because they know your greatness is not defined by what others do to you, but by how you respond. And nothing is more powerful than keeping calm when everything invites chaos. Lesson 4. Silence in the face of baseless rumors. When people talk behind your back, when they lie, when they spread rumors, the first instinct is to explain, to defend yourself, to shout the truth. But the Stoic chooses silence because they know time reveals everything. Rumors are weak, truth is unshakable, and those who live with virtue do not need to justify every step. Marcus Aurelius said, if it's a lie, Ignore it. If it's true, improve, but do not corrupt yourself trying to please those who've already condemned you. Without hearing you, silence in the face of rumors is not weakness, it is strength. Because it demands self-control awareness that your peace is worth more than a war of words. Those who spread rumors crave attention, conflict, reaction. And when they find none, they falter. The Stoic does not give malice a stage. They remain steady, quiet, and calm, and that unsettles those who thrive on noise. Silence is not the absence of a response. It is the most mature response. Those at peace with themselves are not shaken by others' words. And those who truly know you do not need rumors to understand who you are. With time, silence even quiets the most venomous tongues and proves that your truth speaks louder than any lie whispered in the dark. Lesson 5. How to deal with loss. Loss is inevitable, whether it's a loved one, a relationship, or a chapter of life. The Stoic knows this. They do not deny the pain, but they understand it. They accept that nothing is permanent. Marcus Aurelius wrote daily that everything he loved was mortal, to remind himself to live with more presence and less attachment. To the Stoic, dealing with loss means acknowledging the impermanence of all things, honoring what was, without being destroyed by its absence. The pain is real, but it does not have to become a prison. The Stoic transforms grief into growth. They look at what was lost with gratitude, not despair. They understand that total control is an illusion, and that living means learning to let go, not just to hold on. Loss reveals what truly matters. It teaches that happiness is not in possessing, but in appreciating while you have it. When loss comes, and it will, breathe. Cry if you must, but rise, because life goes on, and your purpose is not finished. The Stoic honors the pain, but does not become its prisoner. They move forward, stronger, wiser, more human, because they know that even pain can be a silent teacher. Lesson 6. How to handle rumors. Rumors are seeds planted by those who lack the courage to face you directly. They grow from envy, resentment, or malice disguised as opinion, and the Stoic, when faced with rumors, chooses the most powerful stance: indifference. They know every attempt to explain yourself gives the rumor strength. Every reaction drains you. So they do not fight rumors with words, but with conduct. Their life is the proof, their character is the shield, and their silence is the sword. Those who spread rumors want you to fall, and when you remain unshaken, you defeat them. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be one." And that is what the Stoic does. They live with integrity. They stay silent while others chatter, and that silence destroys expectations. Because they hoped for scandal but received maturity. The Stoic understands the world is loud, but their peace is silent, and by refusing to feed rumors, they become untouchable. Not because of what others say, but because of how they respond. With silence, with balance, with virtue, and nothing, absolutely nothing, is more powerful than that. Lesson 7. When faced with injustice. Injustice hurts because it violates our natural sense of fairness. Being treated with betrayal, punished for something you didn't do, watching right be ignored, it wounds the soul. But the Stoic responds to injustice with wisdom. They know they cannot control the world, but they can control their integrity. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayals, wars, and false allies, yet he refused to be poisoned by them, because he knew true justice begins within. When confronted with injustice, the Stoic does not retaliate with hate, they act with righteousness. They do not surrender to outrage, they stand firm in virtue, because they know to be just in an unjust world is the greatest act of courage. The Stoic seeks to correct what they can, but does not destroy themselves over what they cannot control. They defend truth but never abandon calm, because justice, to them, is not revenge, it is alignment with their conscience. When the world treats you unfairly, do not grow bitter, grow even more just, and that light will unsettle those who dwell in darkness. The Stoic does not let another's wrongdoing corrupt them, because their mission is to live with dignity, even when the world does not return the favor. If this content resonated with you, leave a comment. Which of these attitudes do you need most in your life today? Remember, true strength lies in mastering yourself amid chaos. Subscribe for more reflections like this. Like this video to help spread the message. Share it with someone facing a similar struggle. Stoic wisdom transforms, but only if you choose to practice it.